What's going on, fellas? Oftentimes guys get caught up into catering women so much that they often forget whose problem it is that they're really dealing with. Let me ask you this. Where was she when you were by yourself in all those lonely nights, getting over your broken heart from your last relationship? Where was she when you were feeling so frustrated because the first time you asked her out on a date, she flaked, or she was playing wishy-washy, or she was playing hard to get? Where was she when you walked up to her for the first time, introduced yourself to her, and she gave you the cold shoulder and you still kept trying, and because she wanted you to keep chasing after her? Where was she when you lost your job, you're going through a really rough patch in your life, maybe you lost some of your family members, your mother or somebody, maybe you lost your pet, your best friend, your dog, and you had to go through it all by yourself because nobody else was there in your life? She was nowhere, right, in your life. You were dealing with your own baggage by yourself, right? Then why are you dealing with her baggage right now? Why are you dealing with her bullshit when she is the one who didn't even want to give you the time of her day at the beginning? Who didn't even care if you called her back or not? But now that she knows that you have your stuff together, now that she knows she can benefit greatly from you financially and emotionally supportively, like you can become her emotional tampon. Now she wants you, huh? Now all of a sudden you are a big man in her eyes, and you're also a big man in society if you step up to the plate, right? That's the term we always hear, right? That's the phrase we always hear. Fellas, her high body count, her college debt, her having a rough past in the back, her having a rough past with boys, with other dudes, with guys that was abusive to her, abusive relationships, her tattoos, piercings. These are not your problem. These are her problem. So let her deal with it. When a girl next time tells you, "I'm sorry, I'm just insecure because the last guy that I was with didn't really pay any attention to me, or didn't really cater to me, or didn't really love me or show me that love that I deserve." There's that term, deserve. Girl, you don't deserve shit. You only deserve something when you do something to deserve it. It's a two-way street. And this 20th century, 21st century delusional Western feminist women just don't get it, right? And it's us beta male, beta cucks, blue pill men who are still to be blamed to this day for this feminism, for this feminist ideology to be keep spreading like this, because we're too big of, I want to keep this PG-13, we're too big of wimps to stand up against it, to stand up for ourselves. So let all that baggage from her past eat her up. Let her get through it by herself. Okay? This is not your problem. She was not there for you. Then why would you be there for her? If a girl you first met and you guys hit it off, you guys both were interested into each other, attracted at least, and she wasn't really playing all these wishy-washy games, she wasn't really playing hard to get, she was actually getting along with your program, and she was treating you well, she was doing things for you, she was cooking, cleaning for you, and you were taking her out on nice dates, or decent dates at least, you weren't just pumping and dumping her. If both parties were doing their parts right from the very get-go, from the very beginning, without a single hint or a single drop of bullshit, effery, then I will give her the benefit of the doubt. Then I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that, okay, yeah, it makes sense a little bit at least now that you're taking on her baggage on your own shoulders, because you're getting something in return. Like, she's actually catering to you. She's actually serving you, Yeah, you're taking care of her. You're paying her rent. You're making sure that she gets fed, this, that, and the other. You're making sure she has a roof over her head. You're making sure she's not being in an abusive relationship anymore. You're taking care of her. But she's also returning you the favor. She's dropping on her knees when you tell her to. She's getting rid of all her Instagram, all her social media accounts. She's not walking out of the house looking like a slut. Okay, I'll give both of you the benefit of the doubt, but how many of those women do we even see in today's world? Fellas, just you bringing up the point of deleting all social media will eliminate 95% of the women. Just that fact alone. They're not going to give up their social media. So that automatically tells you that 95% of the women out here are no good for you. Keeping that statistics in mind, most women that you're messing around with are no good. So why do you care if she's been in a past abusive relationship? When she tells you, hey, I don't trust you, or sorry, I'm insecure about myself because X, Y, and Z happened in my past, do you know what you need to tell her? You need to tell her straight up like this: that's not my problem. Good luck with that. And if she calls you an a-hole or rude or whatever, you simply just say, hey, why do I have to pay for your mistakes? That's it. Just leave it at that. After that, chances are either A, she's going to block you, or B, she's going to curse you out even more and then block you, or stop talking to you and delete your number, or C, she's actually going to get along with your program and she's actually going to become submissive, which is not very likely to happen. The two likely scenarios that's going to happen is either A, she's going to block you, or 2, she's going to curse you out and then block you. She's going to tell you something, send you probably a long-ass paragraph, and then block you. Either way, you dodged a bullet. But if she gets along with your program, chances are you, sir, are a high-value male, because now she knows that, oh crap, I actually got to make some sacrifices because this guy is not as easily replaceable. But you don't get that type of mentality of telling girls like that hey, your baggage is your problem, not mine. Until you're on your purpose, until you have your stuff together. You don't get to that kind of arrogant a-hole type of mentality until you have your stuff together. Which is why I always preach to become an all-around, all-over alpha. Not just an alpha with women, but also with life. Also with your finances. Also with your abundance mindset. Also with your wisdom. You need to have it all, fellas. You have one life. You have to live it up to its best. You have to live it up to its fullest. You have to go out and explore and travel around the world and learn new things, meet new people. Don't just surround yourself in your own small little town, small little place with your one girlfriend that you've been with for the past 2 years, and you're just dealing with her bullshit since then. Because why? Oh, because it's love. We love each other. No. You see, the initial interest level was the initial lust was the reason why you got into the relationship with her, and that lust was so great that you were very blinded with it. Why was it so great? Because she knew very well how to push all your buttons. She knew all the things she needed to do. Drop down on her knees on your command, cook and clean for you all the time. She was doing all of that till you fell in love with her. Falling in love with her is not the same as loving her. When you fall in love with someone, that's when you know you're losing. That's when you become weak. You can't think with the right head anymore. So she knew what she needed to do to cuff you, and as soon as that happened, she stopped doing it all. And when she stopped doing it all, you kept asking yourself, you know what? What did I do? Instead of, what's wrong with her? That's the question all of us should be asking, is that, what's wrong with this girl? Why is she acting so stupid? Why is she acting so stuck up? But instead, do we know what we do? We ask ourselves, man, maybe I'm not good enough. We doubt our own self. Fellas, we are the prize. Why would you doubt yourself, even for the tiniest second? We're the one who bring all the things to the table. They have nothing to bring to the table. I have said it once, twice, multiple times, and I'm going to say it again. These are the following things women bring in the 21st century to the table. The 21st century feminist women in the Western civilization bring these following items to the table: high body count, student loan debt, consumer debt, if not both, student loan and consumer debt. She's going to have some sort of debt, I promise you. If she's above the age of 20, she's going to have some sort of debt. Or her daddy is paying it off. She has rich dad. So what does that tell you about her? Her having a rich dad. That means as soon as she falls on your shoulders, now you have to be that rich dad. Are you ready to take that responsibility? Are you willing to take that responsibility of meeting all her desires in exchange of some bedroom sex? You know, this is kind of a prostitution, right? If you really look into it like that. You're just paying it at the back end. You're not just paying up front like you would to hookers and street girls that you pick up, right? Prostitutes. You're paying it in the back end. You're paying her with all her shopping, her food, her vacation trips here and there, drinks. You're paying her with all that instead of actual cash up front. That's the only difference. You're still going to be paying. All relationships are transactional. Then she comes with bad attitude. Oh no, I'm strong and independent. You don't get to tell me what I do. No way I'm going to delete my social media. Nuh-uh. This is about equal partnership. While in the back of her head, she's thinking, I'm going to take power in this relationship. I'm going to take control. This relationships are never about equal partnership. It's always a power struggle. Who has the upper hand? This always has been like this. And when women have the upper hand, they will always say the right words. It's always gonna sound good, whatever they say. They're always gonna say, "Oh, honey, we're in this together. It's equal partnership." But clearly, we can see from the outside, an outside person, a third person can clearly see who's wearing the pants in the relationship. It's just your dummy ass just can't see it because you're too blinded with that lust. You're too blinded thinking with the wrong head. And you have a scarcity mindset that you think that if she gets out of your life, you're not going to be able to replace her. You're not going to find anybody. Number 4, what she brings in is emotional tampon, emotional baggage, fellas. You are her emotional tampon. All these guys that she slept with in the past, she's been scarred by them. She cannot pair bond anymore. Because this is scientifically has been proven that the more men that women sleep with, the more her brain starts to rewire in a different way to the point where she cannot pair bond anymore. But us men, we don't have that problem because by nature, our brain were made like that. That our brain works as a switch. We can just turn it off when we're sleeping with a girl, have zero emotional connection with her, and turn it back on when we go back to our girlfriend or our wives. This is why a woman cheating on a man is never the same as a man cheating on a woman. A man cheats on a woman with the wrong head. A woman cheats on a man with the big head, with the right head. And when this head is gone, everything is gone. Stop helping these women out, fellas. Stop trying to save them. She don't want to be saved. She's using you. She's using you for these following items: your validation / free attention, your money, your sex, how you can perform in the bedroom, or your commitment. That's it. Women don't love us. They love what we can do for them. Women don't want to get married. They want to have the idea of getting married. There's a big difference between those two. They don't want to be cuffed. They want and like the idea of getting cuffed. This is why they still want to act single after they come into a relationship. Because number one, they can never, and they will never, and they just don't want to ever give up those habits that she had while she was single, of hoeing around. And number two, our society, the feminist society, has been empowering women to sleep around and cheat on her man. Had been empowering women to act single while she's in a relationship. And you're telling me you want to take baggage off of somebody like this? You want this kind of a person's baggage on your shoulders? Who are you? Are you even settled? Are you even where you want to be in your life? And instead of focusing on that, you're taking somebody else's baggage and slowing your growth down, slowing your process down. How stupid is that? Stop catering to these women. Stop taking their baggage on your shoulders. If she gives you the smallest problem she's having in her life, or she had in her life, about anything, guy issues, family issues, pet dying, that kind of issues, financial issues, whatever, just say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, good luck. And if she asks you to help, you say, sorry, I can't help you. That's not my problem. Or sorry, if you don't want to sound that rude like I am, I'm an a-hole, so I don't really care. I speak my mind. If you want to be polite, just be like, hey, sorry, I can't really help you. I'm not in the position to help you. But good luck. And if she still keeps bugging you or whatever, just block her. Just next her. Get rid of her. Where's the price? Another one is right around the corner. Hope this video made sense, fellas. My throat is kind of drying out. That's why my words are stumbling. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment box below. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this video to your friends. And fellas, just know that these women ain't shit. They're not worth saving. They're not worth taking their baggage on. Okay? They have all the red flags that you can ever see in the history of red flags. So just use them for recreational fun purposes. They're fun materials. I always say this, they're fun materials. They're not wifey or girlfriend materials. They're just fun materials. Just use them for that. Stay on your grind, stay on your purpose, keep making that money, stay in the gym, keep working your body up. I want all my guys out here looking like the Greek gods. I want your physique to look like the Greek god physiques. I want all my men out here to become millionaires. Okay? Stay away from all the distractions. Just go out and have fun, take care of your physical needs, and that's it. No more distraction than that. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.